At the plate, Cesar Hernandez. He will lead this one off today. First pitch coming. Here it is. And we're underway as the first pitch is a check swing, but a called strike. 0-1. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Hey, thanks, Matty. You know what, D-Row? Nothing you'd like more than to win this one here. They've got a long roadie coming up, and they'd like to win this one to get themselves on an airplane onto a long road trip on a positive note.
You know this, Dan, as well as I do. 10-game road trip, a lot of packing involved the night before this one. They're going to have to find a way to stay focused, win this ball game, and get on a happy flight.
Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup and how they continue the winning streak.
Matty, this team has high batting averages up and down the lineup. Just great approaches, consistent ABs from top to bottom, and that's the reason they've been so successful this year.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. His lifetime numbers against Jeremy Hellickson. He's 0 for 4. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss. And just a Chamber of Commerce afternoon for baseball. 82 degrees here at first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
As we take a look at this one, you can see he puts a good swing on it, but I don't think he got under just enough to put some backspin to get it out of here. But hard to complain about a well-hit double, though.
Into the box now, David Peralta. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Now a pickoff play at second, back in standing. Herrera, the runner at second with 1 away. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
That's a pretty tough spot for him to deal with in the first inning. Runner in scoring position already, and now he's got the 3-hitter salivating in a good hitter's count.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Jones looking up. Into the bleachers and gone. David Peralta with a 2-run shot. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as the Phillies have taken a 2-0 lead.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Rhys Hoskins. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting. Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses for ball 1. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
And that's through for a hit.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Dero, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Up next will be Nick Williams. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. From the belt, kicks and deals. 2 balls and no strikes.
On 2-0, you could bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And that's a fair ball as it'll head toward the scoreboard. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
When he started this game, giving up 3 extra base hits in the opening frame was not what he had in mind. He could still settle down and turn things around on the mound, but the way it's going right now, this has the makings of a start he's going to want to forget.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as he'll take a look at ball 1. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
Hey, I love the location right there. Maybe that extra base hit was a big wake-up call to get it going.
Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, strike 2. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. This is line to left. That gets down as 1 run is in. Now the throw comes in to hold that second runner at third, so they're at the corners now with still only 1 away.
I got to be honest, I'm shocked he went back to this pitch again. First one, he was on it and fouled it off. Second one, he did not miss.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Maikel Franco. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
From the stretch. Way out in front.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Now a drive by Franco. Deep left field. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A 3-run shot down the line in left. Number 10 for him on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
Digging in the switch hitter, Freddie Galvis. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average. Now here's the pitch. Line toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
2-0 now. hit sharply toward the right side. Rickard is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. But they managed to bat around as 9 men come to the plate and 6 of them score. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Phillies on top 6-0. Dallas Keuchel will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty B, we're getting a chance to look at a hot pitcher right here. His last 3 starts, all 3 he's picked up wins. And if he can continue that, he should be on his way to winning his 4th in a row. It'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
That'll bring in Joey Rickard. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6. But base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Dan, D-Row, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Popped him up, and this will land foul. Again, a 1-2. And another foul ball. Seared down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here's another 1-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Time now to check out Buck Showalter's lineup card for the Orioles in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, there are very few guys that can do what Adam Jones can do for a team. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands, always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Ready now for Baltimore, Trey Mancini, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Mancini, a native Floridian. He was an 8th round selection back in the draft of 2013.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Herrera is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
So stepping in, Manny Machado. Power is a big part of his game, of course, entering the contest 5th in the American League home run race. Here's the first pitch to him. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Williams is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They still find themselves down 6-0. Ready for another chance? Cesar Hernandez looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Scope is there. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And let's take a look at Jonathan Scope, another one of the versatile new regime ball players. Ability to play second base, turn to double play at 6'2", 200+ pounds, and move over to third base with a rocket arm.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
Ball 1, no strikes.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
In now, David Peralta. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Jones going back at the track, but it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. The throw will go to third. The tag, and they got it as he couldn't get back to second. Riding in once again, Nick Williams. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. He's set, and the pitch. High in the air into shallow left center. Santander is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. One for the Phillies here on the RBI double. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Phillies 7 and the Orioles nothing. So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Mark Trumbo. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. The 1-1 home. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hernandez calls for it. 1 out.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Fastball called for strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
Batting 6th.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. He was hitless in the shutout last night. First pitch coming. Here it is. Right over the middle, knee high. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Herrera's there. And that's the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. There's the Inner Harbor in downtown here in Baltimore. Charm City as it's nicknamed, as the 3rd inning is set to get underway now. Digging in to try it again, Travis d'Arnaud. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Here comes the first pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So with one away, it's time to check out the current standings in the American League East as you get a peek at where the Orioles find themselves entering play here today. Digging in for his second at-bat, Maikel Franco. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
That last at-bat, that home run, that was a changeup that was away that he went out and hooked and he pulled it. So if I'm going to throw that changeup again, I might throw that thing on the inside part of the plate. This guy looks like he has pretty good coverage on that outer third of the plate.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. This for Machado down at third. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Freddie Galvis. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the third out. We'll see Adam Jones when we come back. It's the Phillies 7 and the Orioles nothing. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as Adam Jones gets set to start out the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one right down Main Street. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. So one away in the inning, and it's time to check out the standings in the National League East to see where the Phils find themselves entering play today. So striding in, Anthony Santander. And he's just hoping for something to go his way in this one. And as you can see, it's not been the case of late. First delivery to him on the way. There's a strike.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his two-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. The 1-2 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a two-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Well, taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher.
Caleb Joseph.
Into the box now, Caleb Joseph. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now. This is skied out toward right. Peralta will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Chris Tillman answers the call from the pen here in the fourth, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth. First offering on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. The 1-0 home. Is laid off for ball two. The 2-0 on the way. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Here it comes on 3-0. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. The 3-1. High in the air out to center field. Jones is under it. 1 out. There's a look at the final line for the Orioles starter. Not what he had in mind before the day started. So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Cesar Hernandez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. After it is Jones, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He's got a couple of doubles thus far, so we'll see if he can keep it up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled off. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Herrera is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. And he fouls this one off. 7 runs, 9 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
You find yourself down 0-2 in these situations, it's tough to check your swing right there. That was a nice job.
Bouncer down the line. Machado has to hurry. Throw on to first, gets it. and the side is retired. Phillies down in order, and they hold a 7-0 lead. That'll bring in Joey Rickard back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Herrera will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1. Here comes the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. 2 balls and a strike to the Orioles first baseman.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Hit on the ground to third. Franco has it. And quickly there are 2 away.
Third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
Here's Manny Machado now. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now Manny turns on one and sends it to deep left, and he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Ready for another shot now. David Peralta. Already a home run and a double for him in this one.
David Peralta.
First pitch on its way. Drilled to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, first baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. And he gets ahead 0-1. Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing. Into the corner and slicing foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Rickard is in his tracks now. 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 5, Nick Williams.
Up next will be Nick Williams. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Fouled away. Joseph might try to make a play on it. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
Well, he was almost out of the inning. The last two batters showed him that you can't lose focus on the mound, even if you get two quick outs. Back-to-back doubles shows you just how quickly things can get away from you.
Stepping in now, Michael Franco.
He swings, and it's a line drive to left center.
Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center. He's in at second safely, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
The batter, number 13.
Yeah, and giving up an RBI double is always painful, but even more so when there are two outs in the inning. A run had already crossed the plate, and then he gives up a blistering double to allow another run on the board.
Standing in now, Freddie Galvis, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. No hits to this point. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Franco at second with two down. And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Tillman ready with a 1-2, and he comes back with a fastball, strike three called, and the inning is over. Here's Mark Trumbo now. They'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. High in the air down the right field line. And foul.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitchers' pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
He froze him on the fastball there. Mark Trumbo is sent packing to start the bottom of the fifth. Standing in, Tim Beckham. He's 0 for 1 thus far. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Strike one to start the at-bat.
You pull a fastball like that, You got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And it's fouled away. Orioles still looking for their first hit of the ball game.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Keuchel sets his sights. Here's the 1-2. Line toward the gap in left center. And the Orioles have their first hit of the game. He'll get it into second. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Ripped down the first base line. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. Throw into second, but he'll get in there with an RBI double.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately. He's trying to do anything to get himself going, so he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Ball 1.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
Jones stands at second with 2 gone. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. Another 2-2 offering. Changeup stayed low that time for ball 3.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Digging in, Caleb Joseph. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Orioles get a run on the RBI double by Adam Jones. 5 innings complete. It's cut now to a 9-1 ball game. Stepping in and ready for another shot, J.P. Crawford. He'll lead things off here in the Philadelphia 6th. First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
0-1's the count.
The windup and the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Count 0-2.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Jones. 1 down.
Now batting.
So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Cesar Hernandez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch on its way. Hit hard to the right. Foul. The 0-1 pitch. This is on the ground over the first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Odubel Herrera. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a line drive. Foul.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. If this two-hitter finds a way on, it really sets up the very good middle part of the order to do some damage after all.
Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2. It's a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Joey Rickard. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. A line out and a ground ball for an out on his line so far. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Line to the right side, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. He's around first, heading for 2, and he'll pull into second with 1 away.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Mark Trumbo is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Fastball runs off the outside. It's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
And an offline throw, but he just does get back to the bag for the putout.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Tim Beckham.
Ready for another chance? Tim Beckham. A strikeout and a line out for him so far. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. The windup and the 0-1. Line to the right side, but foul. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. But the Orioles. Ready once again, David Peralta. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Number 6, David Peralta.
First offering on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time.
And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen.
The 1-0. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Slide and a stop by Stoke in time.
Wow, what a great show of range there. This ball looked like it might get through up the middle, but check out the sliding stop, and that's going to take him right into a good throwing position where he's able to get enough on the throw to get him out at first.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
Hit to short. Scooped up on the backhand. On to first, and it's a quick start to the seventh, as now there are two away.
The left fielder, number 5, Nick Williams.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Nick Williams. He hit a two-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a ball 1-0. Now the 1-0. Grounded up the first baseline. Mancini comes up with it. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Get up and stretch here in Baltimore. It's digging in and looking for more. Jonathan Scope. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. Now a fastball. Oh, look below the knees, but he rings him up anyway, and there's one gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Drilled right back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is, they're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Here comes the Phillies skipper on his way out toward the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave here with 1 out in the 7th as he now hopes the bullpen can go ahead and get him the W.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Philadelphia, number 43, Adam Warren.
Anthony Santander the next to bat, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. It was a walk in his last trip. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Jones stands at first with 1 out. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Tough slider down low for a strike. Head to head with Adam Warren. He's gone 2 for 6. And he falls behind 0-2. 0-2, here it is. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. 1 left for the Orioles. Still way back. It's 9-3. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. He'll start us off in the 8th.
Catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A bouncer up the middle. Beckham over to his left. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Third baseman number 7, Michael Franco.
Riding in once again, Michael Franco. So far 2 for 3 in this one. First pitch on its way. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. The windup and the 0-1. Missed with a slider.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore.
And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
Lifted into the air to shallow center. After it is Jones, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. Digging in to try it again, Freddie Galvis. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First offering on its way. And that one stayed too low apparently. Runners on first with 1 down. Liner in there for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at bat right there, or probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. And I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is.
That's a ball.
And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Runner back standing. The 1-1 home. Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And he's in safely at third as a run will score on the play as well.
Just a great at-bat there. That 1-out double gets a run across, and now they've got runners at second and third and are 1 solid swing away from making this a real big inning.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. Galvis on third. Crawford is over at second with 1 down in the inning. This is pulled into right. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. And the throw's going to hold that second runner over at third, so they'll just plate the 1 here.
Hey, D-Roy, I think we got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs and looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired, going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
Popped him up. Full extension, but he can't make the catch. That's strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get two. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score. Digging in once again, David Peralta, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Line towards center field. Jones is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Phillies 12. That'll bring in Joey Rickard. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Joey Rickard is retired, leading off the bottom of the 8th. Digging in now, Trey Mancini. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first. Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there. And we're going to take another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that angle. So we'll see what the decision is from the dugout, whether they want to challenge or not.
And it looks like a no from the bench, so they will not challenge the play, and the call will stand with the runner safe at first base. Here's Manny Machado now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Fouled off. And he fouls this one off. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. First delivery to him on the way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Mancini, the runner at first with 2 gone. He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Orioles leave 1. They're down a bunch. It's 12-3. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Rhys Hoskins. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Hit on the ground out to short. Beckham is up with it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, left fielder, Nick.
In now, Nick Williams. 2 doubles for him to this point in the game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Santander will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2. Standing in, Travis d'Arnaud. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a breaking ball.
Ball 1, no strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Travis d'Arnaud with an even 2-2 count now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Beckham loves it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They lead it big, though. It's 12-3. Ready now for Baltimore. Tim Beckham starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's 1 for 5. The windup and the 0-1. And he chased up and out of the zone. A swing and a miss.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. But that is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
And he can't get out of the way there. So the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning. Now at the plate, Jonathan Scope. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Comes set and the 0-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A swinging bunt to the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
The center fielder, number 10, Adam Jones.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball down near the shoe tops. The 1-0. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. Beckham leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. 2 balls and a strike to count. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. Down the first baseline. Hoskins has it, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Up next for the Orioles.
So digging in now, Anthony Santander. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. Here comes the first pitch. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. A throw to the plate, and not in time as the run scores. And he is safe at the plate as he wasn't able to recover in time. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. Pinto moving to his left, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, I'm kind of running out of words to describe how incredible this winning streak has become. Every win just cements their legendary status, and it's not even over yet.
12-4 is the final in this game. Philadelphia jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Dallas Keuchel earns win number 7 on the season. Jeremy Hellickson allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
The winning pitcher is Dallas Keuchel. His record is now 7-1. The loss goes to Jeremy Hellickson. He falls to 1-7. Time for the ball game, 4 hours and 29 minutes. A reminder that Metro subway trains are available at the Lexington Market or Charles Center subway station. MTA Light Rail service will provide extra trains on the Penn Camden Shuttle and can be picked up just outside the ballpark at the Camden Yards Light Rail Station.